My name is Zachary Johnson.
My name is Andy McMahon.
And we are here to talk to you today about our thesis film, Runaway Wren. This film I will be writing and directing, and Andy will be the production designer on.
Hi, I'm Rachel Pompriand. I'm a New Englander. I was born in Vermont and raised in Rhode Island. And I want to make movies about characters and their relationships to one another and how those relationships shape them and shape their world.
Hello there, my name is Adam Ruckersfeld. I'm from Orange Park, Florida. I am an aspiring writer-director. I like Star Wars, The Color Blue, Frozen Coca-Cola, and narrating things.
I'm Joe Hackman.
I'm Cameron Bertrand.
I'm writing and directing our movie.
What's it called?
Tentatively, the movie's titled The One I Can't Have, after the Smiths song.
I'm Lexa Payne. I'm a filmmaker because I can't imagine doing anything else with my life. My film is about Bill the Bookie. He's a Chicago bookie in the modern day, and he's actually based off of my uncle, who I never got to meet. He was actually a Chicago bookie in the 1960s, and he died before I ever got to meet him. So this is one of the ways that I get to kind of reconcile the fact that I never got to meet one of the coolest family members that I think I've ever had.
My thesis film is about a little girl and her mother that live in a rural town in northern Florida. And the little girl is really dissatisfied with her life. The little girl would much rather be like one of the eggs, the hawk eggs that live in a nest in her backyard. They have the family life she always wanted. Their parents mate for life and they stay together to raise their children. So one day when the mother tells her that she's leaving for a week to go up to New Hampshire to visit a boyfriend, the little girl runs away so that she can stay with the eggs. But the two of them realize that the person that they really need to be with is each other.
My thesis film is tentatively called Titanodon vs. Mechamantis. It's sort of a monster movie. Some people have described it as Godzilla meets Metamorphosis. It's a dark comedy about an aspiring actor who gets fused to his monster suit and his downfall as he deals with being a monster.
It's about a boy who's lost his girlfriend and he doesn't know what to do, and he's got to get a prom date.
Yeah, so he writes a poem in an effort to win her back. Her name is Joni. She's
like Joni
beautiful.
Mitchell, you know? I've
Yeah.
heard of her.
Like Joni Mitchell.
And Ben takes this beautiful poem that he's written for Joni and takes her to the spot of their first date and makes it the most romantic possible at an abandoned drive-in. And he reads the poem to her and she rejects him again.
Out of this rejection, Ben is very sad, but he realizes that he is ready to move on from high school, and they all learn a thing or two about change in the process. I think we all have a thing or two to learn about change.
The movie follows Wren Perkins, a spunky 10-year-old girl who is struggling to find significance in her low-income family. Her family has just gone through sort of a big ordeal. Their father has left, and it's just Wren and her older sister and her mother. Now, this has sort of caused some tension in the household, and the movie begins with Wren punching another girl named Sandra Hart in the face at school, just like that. This causes a spiraling chain of events that will lead Wren to run away from her home to go celebrate and find her dad at her birthday with.
I'm really into genre films. I'm really excited to make this film, and I am already intimidated by the content and by the story. I have a really great crew of 28 other people who are going to help me, and I can't wait for their input and for their support, and I know that it's going to be a really great project.
The story is close to home for me.
Yeah, I'm excited about this project because I get to DP a movie that pays homage to, you know, classic 80s films, but still has a fresh look. And I like pretty colors. And there's lots of cool colors in the 80s.
Yeah, so many colors.
Don't put that in there.
You know, as a production designer, I decided to not direct this semester, and I think that's a little something we like to call a double in the film school.
That's right. Now, with a double, that means that you get 5 extra minutes of screen time and 3 extra shooting days. Now, with that in mind, that means more days to put up actors at hotels, more days to feed the crew. All of that stuff combined adds up quite a stress financially.
Titanodon is basically, he looks like Godzilla. So I'm going to have to build a suit that kind of resembles a Godzilla suit. I have to build his nemesis, which is a mechanical praying mantis called Mechamantis, and they're going to end up fighting on a stage over a through a cardboard city as they fight and destroy it.
We need the money from Kickstarter because we want to rent some awesome lenses. And
Also, we have some 80s period piece production design that would be
penny.
really great to have supplementary money for.
Lots of clothes required.
Production design is essentially decorating the set to make it look how the script calls for and what the director's kind of going for. It's very expensive, and that's really important for me. This Kickstarter is, I'm hoping it's really successful because as I'm production designing multiple thesis films this summer, and so it's going to be really important for me to have some sort of a budget to work with rather than trying to just borrow things from people and places.
One of the challenges of my film is that the entire cast is made up of middle-aged men, and so I'm going to be spending a lot of money bringing actors in from out of town.
It means a whole lot if you will help us with this project. Please and thank you.
Join us next week for more director profiles.